Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Rescue Bots podcast. I'm Rob.
Oui, I am Jen.
The French. I'm David.
And he's welcome to what may be the weirdest episode of Rescue Bots we've ever seen.
I mean, you two watched it before I did, and you both, said it was weird, and then I watched it. It can't be that weird. We've seen a lot of weird shit, and then it started, wait, is that what it is? Oh, shit.
Cade was definitely done with all of this.
Cade was a mood for once.
This first aired April 18th, 2015, directed by Kevin Burke and Chris Wyatt, who previously wrote Bots and Robbers, and will go on to be the showrunners and executive producers of BotBots.
That's what I thought. I had not been looking at the screen when the writer names came up, and I thought later, I was like, who wrote this? Wow. Oh man, that's cool. That's cool. I like the BotBots cartoon a lot.
Yes. And so we open, strangely, not with peril, but with, we're just about to roll to the rescue. But Cody is held up, because, Frankie's there, and, she's got good news and bad news. The bad news is, she's been accepted to science camp, and Cody has not.
But if he takes a math course, then he could go.
And but also, math is hard. So he decides, how about no?
Wait, how did she get his results?
Maybe they
this does not seem normal.
Posted them on the board?
What is this, a Japanese junior high school?
Maybe. You don't know that it's not. Maybe she had talked to the chief already.
This is possible.
Or maybe all the mail there comes through a central pickup area because they're on an island. And so she picked up his mail. I don't know. But yes,
Or they just have a really small class and they know
and she may not realize that tampering with the mail is a federal offense.
I'm sure Chase will remind her.
They're gonna put her in the cell next to Doctor Morocco.
They can't do that. Dr. Morocco escaped episodes ago, half a season ago.
And those two crime druids.
Who keep getting out somewhere, I guess because they're underage. Should be in juvie.
Are they, though?
I don't know. I'm not sure how it's applied, how old they're. They seem like they're 18.
They're youths, but I assume they're of the age of maturity.
They definitely have a, young adult vibe. They're young, but they're legal.
Yes.
But also illegal.
They're the evil Hardy Boys.
More like the wrestlers, the Hardy Boys. Anyway, so, he's not interested in this, so he just heads off to this rescue, and, Frank, he's popping into Blades with Danny, and Danny's a little concerned because, he and Frankie have not been spending a lot of time together lately, and, she's a little worried that they may drift apart.
Oh no. Friendship.
This is going to be true. This is going to be a very strange episode about friendship.
Yes. And other things.
And one of those other things is a bizarre energy vortex that opens up, discharging a steampunk hot air balloon.
Is that a freaking time tunnel? What?
You know what? You know what else is about friendship? The BotBots cartoon.
It's true.
Botship is magic?
Yes.
So, clearly, last week it was, Crayfish Week, and this week it is Steampunk Week.
Wow, flashbacks to all the most obnoxious people I knew in my 20s.
Ooh.
Bunch of guys with gears on their top hats.
Yes.
But so, the Blades hits this balloon. They are able to rescue the pilot just before the balloon itself crashes. And of course, the balloon is piloted by a guy with old-timey facial hair and steampunk goggles.
Of course. You can't pilot an airship without steampunk goggles. It's required.
What is this? Is this a Wizard of Oz fanfic? What's going on here?
Usually the Wizard of Oz is not French.
Oui, oui.
Oh, yeah, the French guy.
Because, they bring this guy back to the firehouse, and he is vengeance, he is Le Nuit, he is Le Batman. By which I mean he is Diedrich Bader.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. It's like, I didn't bother looking it up. I wasn't sure who it was. It's like, wait, is that Steve Bloom doing a French accent? No, that's a little too solid.
You will recall, of course, that he was Batman on Brave and the Bold.
The second best Batman.
We discussed his live-action career, in which we were unable to remember whether he was in Office Space or Napoleon Dynamite.
He was in Office Space. I don't know about Napoleon Dynamite because I've never seen it.
Right, he was in both, but it was indeed Office Space that he was the I tell you what I do man, two chicks at the same time. Yes. That's the Diedrich Bader role. But he was also on the Drew Carey Show, and we talked about him just a couple weeks ago because he's also a Mandroid on Transformers Earthspark.
Yes. Yes, he is.
He's doing a pretty credible French accent here.
Yeah. It's consistent anyway.
It's not as obnoxious as, say, Gambit in the old X-Men cartoon.
No.
Stay tuned for us doing that Cajun episode.
Someday when we don't have important holiday things to do. The thieves and the assassins. Thieves.
I think there's a bunch of rogue in that episode too, so there are a lot of Canadians doing accents they should not do.
So bad. It's just, that's definitely an episode where you have to turn on subtitles.
Anyway, it turns out this is not just some random time-traveling Frenchman, but Jules Verne himself.
Yes.
What? Like when I saw him, I was like, is this fucking Jules Verne around the world in 80 days balloon? And then it frickin' was. And then Cade walks off into the background, sits down on the couch and says, I'm out. And I sort of was feeling that too. It's like, I'm not sure I'm ready for someone's Jules Verne fanfic.
Weirdly, this is not the first, animated action cartoon I've seen that involves Jules Verne.
I mean, he's a fun character to have in your animated action cartoon.
I am sure he's showed up in the Back to the Future cartoon.
I was thinking of an episode of Mighty Max in which he has prolonged his lifespan so he can fight the real-life Captain Nemo.
Yes! Oh, man.
So this episode is basically a sequel to that? What? Or prequel?
I mean, I guess.
I wonder, talk about lost shows that somebody needs to dig up more of.
So, they pull out a copy of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and I've never heard of this book.
He hasn't written it. Oh, now you've created a time paradox. Good job.
And of note, Cade says, even I've heard of that book, and I haven't heard of any books.
Yes.
This is fair.
And that was from, I think, 1870. Does he say what year he's from?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I think it... I do think they... I don't think they explicitly say the year, no. He says that he references having been around in 1862. But they don't say when exactly. But it was one of my favorite books as a kid.
Yeah.
And the James Mason movie is also pretty good, if anybody's seen that.
Yeah, I've only seen the movie versions. I don't think I've read anything of his.
I read a bunch of Jules Verne when I was in, 3rd grade.
Yeah, that was from 1870, so presumably at some point before that. Is it before he got the big book deal to start writing the series of journey books and travel into the moon and shit? Probably, which was... I don't know. I looked up
So weirdly enough, he does pretty quickly figure out he's in the future, but weirdly enough, he recognizes Heatwave, who does not recognize him.
Heatwave is also not having this.
Time travel, I'm out.
Definitely. It does kind of... Cade's reaction does kind of drive home, these are just rescue people who are having to deal with all of these weird science shenanigans, and they're not necessarily prepared for this kind of nonsense.
Yeah, because apparently Verne has been time traveling a bunch of times, and on a previous trip he went even further into the future, where he will meet Cybertronians.
Yes. Who are openly Cybertronians, apparently.
Yeah. And they've also retrieved Jules Verne's balloon, and Chase is very dismissive of the hot air balloon. It's a highly inefficient mode of transportation, but Boulder thinks they're charming.
Yeah. Boulder is correct.
Charming, but dangerous.
Well, yes.
And yes, he has come back to see his friend, Doctor Morocco.
Nani?
Yes. Dun dun dun.
Because, of course, you will recall that part of Morocco's Chamber of Youth is the Verne device. Previously, we had just assumed that it was invented by actor Jim Varney. But, in fact, it was invented by Jules Verne.
And now Jules Verne has been milkshake ducked. He has been revealed to be in league with the bad guys, and now we have to hate him. But no, that's not actually what happens.
No, you see, we met in the London exhibition in 1862, and, we became friends, but, like many friends, we drifted apart. Does this perhaps seem important to you, young boy?
But they are kind of like, he's like a really bad guy. Like, are you sure that's who you're here looking for? Because he's like, he's bad. He's bad.
Now the question is, why has he come here? Specifically, because he got a letter. I assume from the, 1860s French version of Joe Flaherty from the end of Back to the Future 2.
Oh, that's who that was. It was bugging me.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Verne? The boys in the office had a bet about whether you'd really be here.
Hello, are you Monsieur Verne? Monsieur Verne. Oui, oui.
However, instead of having the letter come from the past, this letter has seemingly come from the future.
Oh, what is the stamps on that involved? How do you do the conversion rate?
So many stamps. I mean, actually, you'd end up just having to put a nickel stamp on it, and that would be enough.
Well, I guess he had to steal some antique stamps so nobody would wonder why this guy who hasn't been born yet is on a stamp.
Oh, is that why all his crime was? He had to be able to afford an antique stamp that was authentic to send back in time, and that cost millions of dollars.
Who is on this stamp? Queen Elizabeth? That is impossible. The second? There's only been one.
I was gonna say, that's
if this is supposed to be Queen Victoria, she has lost a great deal of weight.
Stealing an antique stamp would be, the least of his crimes.
Yeah, well,
yes. But, also, he'd probably use, bioengineered weevils to steal them or something.
As is his way.
Bio-weevils.
So anyway, it has come, it has a set of coordinates in it. And so they go out to track it down. So we're going with our previous guest, our High Tide.
Yay! He's back! He's recurring.
Yay.
So, they head out on his boat form. Cody's playing fetch with Servo, and he goes, he is man's best friend. Perhaps man needs a best friend, small boy? Does this relate to any experiences you may have had recently?
I don't think he wrote Man's Best Friend. That's a horror movie about a killer dog, isn't it?
You mean the Killer Dog movie with Lance Henriksen?
Yeah.
Like Cujo?
Well...
this is an even more ridiculous killer dog movie. It is a bioengineered killer dog that pees acid.
A killer weird cyborg dog, or was it all robot?
No, that's bad stupid. Movie. I hate it.
Well, no, it's definitely bioengineered because we see it has puppies.
Oh, okay, so it's a cyborg. An enhanced human dog and...
Have your pets spayed or neutered, folks. Come on.
Have your killer robot dog spayed or neutered.
Help control the pet population.
Watch Price is Right.
Yes.
Anyway, so they get out there, they can't find anything, but then they're attacked by the white whale.
What the... He didn't write Moby Dick either! What the hell?
I did not write this book. I do not get it.
I mean, that...
This book, it is American. It is too full of metaphors. Nobody has a submarine in it. It's very boring.
How many side stops does he make to visit other future writers?
I mean, Melville is not... Wasn't that, like, somewhat old even by Jules Verne's time?
I have no clue.
I'm pretty sure it's from,
I think it was vaguely based on an actual incident, but the incident happened long before Melville actually wrote it.
Okay, Moby Dick is from 1851, so
Okay.
Verne would have known about that.
I was actually thinking closer to, like, 1815, but yeah. So, yes.
I think that's when the thing actually happened, because in the movie that they made of the actual incident, In the Heart of the Sea, which is actually pretty decent, like Melville interviews a guy like the cabin boy who was played by Tom Holland.
Right, I remember seeing
in
the
like the
trailer
1850 segment. But then by the time he actually meets Melville, he's aged to be Brendan Gleeson.
Oh.
Which really makes me want like an old Spider-Man movie where Spider-Man is Brendan Gleeson.
Just old Spider-Man.
Just like an angry, ill-tempered Brendan Gleeson in a Spider-Man costume.
Well, we're doing all the multiverse stuff. When are we going to get time travel Spider-Man? Well, aside from 2099.
Yeah.
It is important, if you're going to be a writer, to keep up with current trends in the industry. So I'm sure he had probably read Moby Dick.
This is a whale. It was much better if it was a squid.
I mean, yeah.
Wait
Squids are way cooler than whales. I mean, whales are pretty
Anyway,
cool.
so they are attacked by
Well, it's good when they
by
fight
the
each
white
other.
whale. But it seems that this whale has a camera on it, and it is beckoning them to follow. So High Tide, turns into a submarine, and the chief and Cody and Jules Verne go under, and he's all like, "Hey, a submarine! I bet you could write a book about this."
This would be pretty cool.
This would be a good book.
And then they find the Jules Verne's they find Morocco's big anglerfish ship, which of course is called the Nemo. Oh, Nemo, let me just write that down.
Make a note of that. Now we are in a time circle, so
yes,
we're wrecking the time stream. I mean, they've done worse.
Yeah.
It's like the watch in that movie Somewhere in Time. Like, Christopher Reeve gets this watch from the old lady, and then he gives it to her going back in time when she's young. But then where did the watch come from?
That's the thing. Well, naming something is more forgivable, but actual objects that, like, unless time travel exists, they don't exist. They're just loop. Where the fuck did it come from?
I was thinking...
I am very Cade. Time travel, I hate it more every year.
I was thinking that it was
and
like how Shatterstar is Longshot's son, but also like the person he was cloned from.
It's my father. My son. He's my father and my son. I'm just picturing Shatterstar getting slapped by Jack Nicholson. Anyway, so
I'm just trying to remember that name of the story where you're your own father and mother and sister and wife and things. What the fuck?
Is that Heinlein or something?
Yeah. It's got
Stranger in a Strange Land?
No, it is a weird name that doesn't seem like it's time travel involved. Like it's I'm a zombie or something. It's weird.
Oh, okay. Oh, All You Zombies?
Yes. Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, so there's some charming piano music as they descend into the depths, and they get to the Nemo, and Doctor Morocco is there himself, and he sure looks like a guy who's been alive since 1862.
Yeah, he's not doing great.
He's all hunched and sickly, gray, and sounds
dead. Well, yes, you see, I had to give my Verne Device to Madeline Pinch. She was my ship, and I was planning to double-cross her, but then it didn't work, so I'm just here, and now I'm super old. In hindsight, maybe I should have kept the Chamber of Youth.
Chamber of Youth as opposed to giant submarine. Dude.
Yeah.
Well, you know, all my stuff was here.
Except for the Chamber of Youth.
Except for the one part that really matters. That's where all my stuff is.
But he did have enough juice left in his time machine to send a letter back in time.
Because it's easier to send a letter than a person.
He's like, oh, that is fine. I can use the Verne Device from my time travel balloon.
But I'm pretty sure when they're from, it was still legal to mail people. Or at least children.
Currently seems to be possibly the only method of time travel. At least last time I read stupid theories about that shit.
Mailing children?
No. Sending information through time. What's that stupid confusing time travel movie? Where you need a chart.
Oh, Primer?
Yes. But the basic concept of Primer is like, you turn a machine on, and from when it's on to whenever it is now, you could send information from now back to when it was turned on. In theory, that's how time travel could work now.
Oh, that's just making me think of that scene from Spaceballs.
Yes, when will then be now? Yeah, kind of. But, like, it's like, that's the only feasible way time travel can work, because time travel is insane. And it's sci-fi shit, and this is messing with it in really weird ways, but not annoying ways. I mean, there are probably episodes of Doctor Who that are more annoying, and Doctor Who I usually give it a pass, because that's time tourism.
Yeah.
It's not often trying to fuck with the entire space-time continuum. Until lately, well, I haven't watched it in a couple of years. It's like time travel. It's like the older I get, the more I hate time travel. Although, Jen, you'll appreciate this.
Uh-huh.
The moment I started to really, really hate time travel was a Michael Crichton book.
Oh, Timeline?
I think the one where he goes back in time to medieval times and...
Yeah, that's the one. Where there's an incredibly bullshit explanation of why you can't affect the past from...
Yeah.
By going back in time.
Some garbage shit that wasn't like the best time travel story, oddly, Dragon Ball. Because you can travel back in time, but it's not your own timeline, it's another parallel universe you're traveling to. Which is why you can't fuck with time.
I remember there's some metaphor about like, hey, what if you time travel back to a baseball game? Could you affect the outcome? Yes, you could. You could like shoot the pitcher or something. You absolutely could. Michael Crichton.
Yeah, that was like, I forget if that was the very first book, but that was nearly the first book. Like, I got from the library, I got about halfway through, or maybe not even that far, and I took it back. And I did not finish it.
That was definitely during that stage where he was just cranking out stuff for contractual obligations.
Yeah, this was after Jurassic Park when whatever would fucking sell.
Yeah. But anyway, so, you know, he's happy to share this Verne Device, but the chief is all, no, you're wanted for like 1 million crimes.
So many crimes.
Like, there were nanites, there were your robots, there was the rampaging dinosaur robot, there was the weather machine, there were your super ants.
Yeah, Chief is not ready to just, like, give him his youth back and let him go.
But Chief, this man is my friend. He's a super criminal.
He is.
The friendship.
My friend.
Mon ami. Oh, ho, ho.
And of course, he's also, he wants to know what the deal with the Verne machine is, but I have taken an oath never to reveal the source of energy. So, well, it's not going to work, so it's time for plan B, so I'm just going to put you in a force field, and then I'm going to use this Ant-Man helmet that I have now switched over to an Aquaman helmet.
Yes.
Flip the switch.
It just changed which superhero. It
doesn't literally have a switch, but kind of has that vibe.
Listen, I just had to swap out the ant parts with fish parts. It's very simple.
All fishes. Just every kind of aquatic fish.
And yet everything that we see him summon is whales and squids, so no fish at all.
Mammals and cephalopods.
Yes. So yeah, High Tide is attacked by the squid, and Verne is all, a squid attacking a ship. Let me write that down.
Let me make the note.
Oh, this is a good idea.
He is not actually even as French as we keep picking.
No,
it's a decent French accent. It's just that we can't do that.
It's just that it's funny. Overdone French accents are hilarious.
It's kind of a subtle French accent that works rather well. But,
I mean, Dietrich Bader is a good voice actor.
Yeah.
He makes it recognizably French without him being like hilariously Maurice Chevalier.
Yes.
Well, that's the thing. Like, trying to do other accents convincingly is pretty fucking hard. See X-Men, previous statement.
Yes.
I can't touch you, Remy.
I mean, or at least as an American, like, English accent, there are various ones you could probably nail down because it's still in the same language. Australian, well, I can't do it right now. My throat is sore.
Crikey, you dingoes.
But doing a distinct other language accent is hard to hit without coming off as racist caricature. But at least against the French, it's funny.
Everybody likes making fun of the French.
They're also white. It's okay. So we can also do French accents and Italian accents.
Yes. But especially with the French.
Well, from Jersey, of course I could do Italian accents.
Well, that's Italian American accent.
Italian American. Well, yeah, that's normal. That's my name.
You just sound like Tony Soprano.
I am of.
But I'm talking like, I'm making the pizza.
I am of. Oh no, not a Mario.
I am
accent.
of Irish, English, and Scandinavian ancestry. I have a long family history of making fun of the French.
Let's see what it. Well, English, probably Irish, maybe Welsh, French. My last name is Dutch, supposedly, but as far as I know, there's no Dutch in my family line.
So is it like mine, where it turns out that even 100 years ago, occasionally people would have sexual relations with people who were not their spouses?
Well, yes.
My sister's been doing genealogy, so I know too much.
Maternal side is, I think the last name is German?
So also known for picking on the French.
Yes. Well, yeah, and also I'm a little bit French, so I can make fun of French. It is easy.
They're so funny.
And so anyway, Italians by way of marriage of cousins, so that's fine. I can make fun of many
the squid does end up pulling the ship underwater, but High Tide gets back in, turns it into, gigantic Pacific Rim mode. The Pacific Rim music starts firing up again.
Yep, that's his theme music now.
Hey, Jules Verne, where's that book?
It's a Pacific Rim. I must leave it hidden away for 100 years until it is discovered by a man who is capable and Mexican enough to make it the film I envision.
Wait a minute, you're half right.
Hmm?
There was a book that Jules Verne wrote, but wasn't published for over 100 years.
Yeah.
Was it about giant robots?
That got published, I think, when I was actually working at a bookstore.
Yeah, it was like the 80s, 90s or something.
The 90s.
He wrote it as it was like he had a 5-book contract or some shit. And like the second book he wrote was set about the future 100 years from now in 1960. And then his publisher was like, that's kind of depressing. Let's shelve it.
I want to say that it's
and then go look at the Wikipedia page. And how many things were kind of right.
Oh. Paris in the 20th century.
Yes.
Which presents Paris in the year 1960, 97 years in the future, that was not published until 1994.
94.
And although many of his predictions were quite on target, his publisher thought the book was too unbelievable.
Yeah, there's a vague thing about sending electronic messages, or music made electronically, or electric-powered cars.
Okay, so that was 2 years before I was working in a bookstore, so. But yes, I definitely remember that coming out.
You would have still been dealing with... but it was published in French in 94, but the English translation was published in 96.
There we go. That's...
So right on the dot.
I swore I remembered that, being a thing that came in while I was at the good old Doubleday. Probably got my dad a copy of it for Christmas. Everybody got books. Now everyone's getting kittens for Christmas. It's going to be like when I worked at a bookstore and everybody got books for Christmas, but with kittens.
Anyway, there's no giant robot in that book, sadly.
Alas.
And Morocco's all, hey, when did you get one of those?
Yeah, because he hasn't been around. He's been underwater for half a season.
Hey.
Well, I'm just going to surrender, or that thing's just going to step on.
Yes, he does. He's just like, well, I give up. Just, nope. Not even going to try fighting that thing.
He says, all right, fine, but will you at least put me in the euthaning machine so I'm not, 150 years old?
And then they're like, no, you're a criminal. And then Jules Verne makes puppy dog eyes at the chief and is like, fine.
So yeah, they put him back in jail, and Jules Verne, visits to talk with him, and, so Cody is all,
eavesdropping.
This is very similar to what I'm going through. Maybe I should call Frankie, but she's not answering.
Well, she's not answering. She's hanging up on him. I'm sure there's some cool, hip Gen Z lingo for that, but I don't know what.
I think she's putting him on red.
Oh, yep. There you go. She's putting him on red.
But no, she does eventually answer, and Verne and Morocco, things aren't going well because I'm far too evil to be your friend now. I'm sorry. I'm professionally evil. This isn't going to work.
I mean, he is professionally evil, so it's not something he can give up easily, or he's going to have to find another job.
And there's a video call, and Frankie's all, wait a minute, are you thinking I'm going to turn into a mad scientist?
I mean, have you met your dad? He's like one rejected grant application away from building a doomsday device.
He's true neutral scientist, or neutral chaotic, maybe.
So, he is going to take that math course, and she's very interested to find that Jules Verne is actually there.
And speeds the fuck over, as you should.
Yes, she's very excited. Aw. Nerdy kids.
So, they've fixed up this balloon. Verne's going to go back home, and he wants to take Morocco back to his time to serve his sentence. And
what? No, he's a criminal. Oh yeah, who is it that says like two bodies in the same place at the same time?
It's Graham, because Graham has seen the movie Time Cop.
Yeah, he probably has.
This could be a real, Ron Silver situation where they get pushed into each other and they melt into a screaming blob of goo.
I will say that one thing that I liked about Avengers Endgame was how the characters, were aware of other time travel movies and using that to communicate the scientific side of what was going on.
I'm not sure if any of them had seen Time Cop.
Yeah, I don't know if they brought up Time Cop.
Anyway, and then Cody has the totally terrifying idea of, why don't we, that device also erases memories, so why don't we just erase all his memories of being evil?
Yeah,
that's not cool.
No. Oh, I guess Cody's the one who's going to turn into a mad scientist in the future.
No kidding. Do you want a Squadron Supreme? Because that's how you get a Squadron Supreme.
It's not okay. That's not, it shouldn't be legal. Presumably, if it was possible, it would not be.
Well, oh yeah, if it was actually possible in the real world, that would be fucking nuts, but hypothetically, if he consented to it...
Yes.
That would be okay.
Well, I mean, then it's just an eternal sunshine.
Yeah. But as criminal punishment, oh no. Please no. He might come out worse.
And he's all, hey. And then Verne's all, well, okay, if we do not want to have the Time Cop, why do not take him to the future? I will visit him in the future. I go there all the time. That is how my book was so accurate.
Surely if he has access to future technology and no memories, he will not just become evil all over again.
Wait. Do they ever actually... at the beginning he asked, what year is this? Do they ever actually tell him? I don't think they do.
No, they do not.
Well, also, hand wavy this can take a place whenever the fuck. Maybe he thought it was 1960.
How short are the skirts these days? I am French. It is how we tell time.
Oh, that is another thing in the book. He predicted women get the right, or feminism or something. I forget if it was women get the right to vote, but something. I glazed over the. Wow, he predicted a lot of shit that was sort of kind of right.
And of course, Boulder also notices that, oh, hey, this Verne Device, it's Energon, huh?
Of course, the obvious.
Yes, well, I've been through the future. I cannot tell you any more, but hey, I'll see you soon, Heatwave.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
He's been to the future and knows a lot about history.
Say no more.
And Heatwave is just so friggin' mad about this. Like, oh my... He is mad, red, and nude about... well, actually, he is always red and nude. But, about all this time teasing.
Is he nude, though? Is he... Like, that's always the Transformers thing, like... Is their skin their gray face, and they just have armor over that is sort of clothes that makes them transform, and that it's like...
But then sometimes they wear clothes over that.
Yeah, well, sometimes, yes, they're wearing a trench coat.
Like when they're trying to hide their identity and they wear a big trench coat.
Yes. Over their giant shoulders.
Or when they've declared themselves the leader and they wear a cape.
Yes!
Well, yes.
Or when they're Dracula and they wear a cape. Anyway, they go to jail to get Morocco, but unfortunately he has pulled a Superman 2.
There's a hologram.
Just him and Otis busting out a stir. And of course he's trying to steal this balloon because I'm just going back to wreak havoc in the past or future or wherever.
Just gotta get back in time.
But thankfully, Heatwave gets there, puts the handcuffs on him, and now it is time to go back to the future.
What? Through shenanigans?
Yes, through shenanigans. There's some grabbing on of the ropes from the balloon. I don't really know my hot air balloon terminology.
I mean, I assume they're just ropes.
No, but it's annoying. Well, it's annoying to me that Morocco was willing to throw Jules Verne over the side.
That's how evil he is.
Yeah.
That should have been the twist moment of redemption. That seeing his old friend, it's like, okay, I'll drag you back up, and then we'll go.
And also, if you kill Jules Verne at this point in history, you're probably going to cause some sort of terrible paradox.
Yeah,
that's not going to be good.
Can't really do that now.
Unless you go back in time and write his books and cash his checks. Wait a minute.
Oh, there's a plot.
Yes, it is me, Doctor Verne.
We.
And then, we cut to them in future Paris.
Yes, with giant, evil, mega corporation pyramids in the background.
And an Eiffel Tower.
People on jetpacks in, Revolutionary era French garb.
Yeah.
It's kind of hilarious.
It's cute.
It is a weird place to end this. Going from steampunk to cyberpunk. And, this entire episode is a Jules Verne fanfic to a degree I would not have expected.
This is a very strange episode, but I did enjoy it. It's just so weird.
Yeah, but it's also it's also a Morocco fanfic, because it feels like, oh, we're trying to redeem Morocco and put Jules Verne in my fanfic. It's a Hulock story or some shit.
Yeah, this is aimed at a fairly young audience, but perhaps somebody is growing up and writing about the erotic tenderness between Jules Verne and Doctor Morocco.
Yes, but
I ship it.
Well, yeah,
I was watching this episode. This episode is really weird and a little gay.
Yeah, it's. It just feels so much like fanfic. The fact that it's official makes it cooler.
Dr. Morocco.
I do like this episode. It's just
is
odd.
a big fop. Come on.
Well, yes.
I ship it.
It is a brazenly weird episode, but I greatly enjoyed it.
Yes. It's a lot of fun. It was about friendship. Everyone who has it available to them should watch the BotBots cartoon. It is also about friendship and really good.
Also that.
And was it before BotBots came out that we watched the previous Rescue Bots episode that they worked on?
I believe, let's see.
So that was Bots and Robbers, which I don't know how long.
That was in the last season, so I think that was pre-BotBots. Okay,
because that was a very silly episode. So yes. That's definitely that same being very funny.
Yes, that's one where Heatwave becomes a noir detective.
Yeah. Or no, Chase becomes a noir detective.
Or sorry, yes, Chase becomes a noir detective.
Yes. Oh, that was a really good episode. Man, I want more BotBots, and we're not going to get it. I have no delusions that we are going to get more BotBots, but man, that was a fun 10 episodes of a cartoon.
Alright, so that does it for us for this week, and that now brings us to David's Tokusatsu Corner.
Yes, this week on Ginga Man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-man episode, Ginga Man Appear.
Oh.
Okay. This episode has some, the monster of the week is Gagin. It's a big moth monster that spits on people and makes them sick. However, there's also Galaxy Squadron Ginga Man, a team of 5 aliens who are rangers fighting the monster of the week, and then the 5-man show up and is like, wait, they're stealing our shtick, what's going on here? And then 8 years later they would make Seiju Sentai Ginga Man, also named Ginga Man, as a show. Like, it's weird that the gag monster of the week Rangers share the same name as an actual ranger team that shows up nearly a decade later. Oh. But it's not like they're above reusing names every once in a while. I mean, I don't think 5-man was the original name of the team. Every once in a while they come up with like, oh, here's some name we're going to use. Oh, we don't use it this year. We use it a couple years later or something. But that the spoilers, bad guys of the week are named after future Rangers is weird. Mm. Anyway, but they do show up. They're good guys. They're helping people. They're injecting the people that were infected by the moth monster of the week and saving them and doing good work. And the Rangers are all, wait a minute, these guys are bad. And then you have civilians who've been rescued by these Ginga men saying, hey, stop being racist against aliens. Aliens are people too.
I mean, stop being racist against aliens.
So that's a good message, but it comes out in the end that like the Rangers are racist against aliens because they don't even consider the possibility that, oh, maybe these aliens actually are good and are fighting the aliens that are here to conquer Earth. They're totally on the side of, no, these guys are bad because they're aliens. They're right, which is annoying, but it's just weird. But yeah, the Rangers are annoyed that they're copying their look, scarves and things, and then they call out colors, and it's like, I'm Ginga Red and Ginga Blue and Ginga Pink, and then they have colorful fireworks behind them. They're an actual Sentai team.
Ginga Man always makes me think of gingham, like the pattern.
Well, Ginga actually means galaxy.
I see.
Oh. Isn't there also like a Japanese Micromaster named Gingham?
Yes. There was also there are Japanese Micromasters named a lot of things, though.
Well, that's true.
Like Mixing and Alan.
Peepo. And Holly.
Peepo. Boater. I love Boater.
Anyway, they attack with Ginga Frisbee, Ginga Whip, Ginga Handgun. One of them just pulls out a handgun. They're basically like knockoff Cantina aliens, kinda. Like, they're very cheap. Like, here's some clothes with a mask on top. Mm-hmm. but it works. Just enough for this episode.
Do any of them have, like, a testicle chin? Like that one
of them
alien
has sort of like a weird centipede face thing. Ginga Red. Wait, let's see if I can get a picture. There's no good picture? No? Why? Of course not. Whatever. These centipede alien thingies. Odd. Where was I? Oh, so like the Ginga men are helping out humans. They're helping like a child that they rescued, and his father sell baked Ginga cookies or whatever. And news reporters are showing up and covering all this. And Ginga man or 5-man's like, I don't really like this. They're aliens. Still, calm down. Stop being racist in public. And then Ginga Red is in a bathhouse with children, which is a little weird. And then the moth monster comes in and kidnaps the same child he tried to attack at the beginning of the episode. The child of the week, as it were. And the male rangers show up because it's a men's only bathroom. And Ginga Red did not get out of the water because he's naked and shy.
Okay.
Same.
But 5-man show up, and the 3 guys, they get brainwashed by the moth, because he can brainwash people. It's his shtick. Oh, I wonder what the plot of the week is. Anyway, he kidnaps this child, goes away, goes back to the thing, and the child finds out, oh no, Ginga Man that saved me and I loved are evil. No, racism is good. Shit. But their plan is like, as they're going to go to a rock quarry. The moth monster is going to be holding the child hostage. Ginga Man's going to arrive, fight all the mooks, and then after they capture the moth monster of the week, the reporter that's been following them around will interview them, and the moth monster will hypnotize billions on TV.
Okay.
It's a decent little stupid plan. But then the Rangers show up because they know the aliens are evil, even though they're just suspicious as fuck. Oh, and there's a weird shot, like, while the rock quarry stuff is going on. It cuts back to the 3 male Rangers being electrocuted because the girls and their robot nanny figured out, well, the only way to get the hypnotism off is to electrocute the shit out of them, and it works.
Yeah, electroshock therapy. That's known to be a successful and not terrible, absolutely horrible, unpleasant thing to do.
So 5-man show up as the reporter's about to interview Ginga Man and hypnotize the world and start beating the shit out of Ginga Man. And the reporter's like, what the fuck? They just saved the child. and then they have to explain, well, also, the aliens showed themselves being evil to the child, so they have a witness. Why the fuck did you do that? It would have been a little bit better. It would have made the Rangers look bad if they tried this shit. And then some of the general goons show up. It's like, you fucked up our plan. Your plan almost worked. Why did you have to do it? You could have tried it again. Oh, so close. Anyway, the Rangers fight. They beat up the Ginga Man and the Moth Monster of the Week. I forget if they kill Ginga Man. The guys. I don't know. But they kill the monster, and then the monster grows big. Giant robot fight.
They have a fight.
Yeah, Triangle wins. Remember how I mentioned the bathhouse?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And the child of the week?
I always remember bathhouses.
That was kidnapped from the bathhouse while naked and spends like the second half of the episode either naked or in a burlap sack.
That sounds inappropriate.
It is very inappropriate. Like, the Ginga Man stuff in this episode is kind of funny and entertaining. Mm-hmm. But then you have this horrible shadow of naked child in the background. It's like, please no.
No.
I do not want to see small boy butt. Please no.
It's not okay.
So other than that, fun episode.
Other than the child porn, fun episode.
Well, it's not porn. It's just like he drops the burlap sack and you see his butt. It's like, really? Did we need that? No.
No. Absolutely not.
All right. Well, that is it for us for this week. We'll be back next week with more Rescue Bots action. Until then, of course, you can find us all.
Well, it's closer to Christmas. We might have a filler
episode, a special presentation, if you will. But next time we talk about Rescue Bots, we'll be seeing some new characters.
What?
And we'll be saying hello again to show favorite Margaret Scott.
Yay!
Will there be more time travel? Are we going to have Back to the Future 3? Will there be a train? Will the Galaxy Shuttle arrive?
No to all of those things.
Well, yes to the last one, because I just got my Galaxy Shuttle in the mail.
Well, good.
So far, I've only turned him into a train because time travel appropriate.
All right.
I got Victory Saber, and mine's Chrome is in generally very good shape, so...
Yay! What, is there anything else wrong with him, like, because the nose cone connect?
Nope, mine's
or
fine.
Other weird things. His little face good?
Yeah.
Okay, because there have been a lot of little complaints about that, even beyond the paint problems.
What, like the little face? Like the Brain Master's face?
Yeah, I think like somebody like the face was smudged on that. But you couldn't tell in the package until you opened him up because he was a little face.
Yeah, because it's like way down in the like several layers deep of super robot armor. I mean, Saber's face is fine. The Brain of Courage, I believe it is. I haven't looked that close because his face is extremely small.
Well, yeah, it's extremely tiny. Who gives a shit? You're never going to see it.
But, of course, before our next Rescue Bots episode, we will be all over the internet. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and we have a Patreon that has a special Christmas treat for you.
Yes.
This year.
We are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with hosting and other expenses. That is patreon.com/iaconunderground, where for the holidays, we are going to be visiting the classic He-Man and She-Ra Christmas special, which is pretty fun.
Indeed,
Also,
it's also, unless I've counted wrong, our very special Patreon episode 69.
Nice.
Hashtag nice.
Nice. So yeah, we will be discussing that in this month's episode. It is available on YouTube through the official channel, the official Masters of the Universe channel for free. So if you have a brisk 45 minutes to waste on watching a TV show over the holiday season, that's a good pick.
A perennial, eternal Christmas special.
Yes.
All right. So until next time, je suis Rob.
I'm Jen, and yeah, I ship it.
And I'm David. Go, Gingham Man.
Gingham.
I should remember their theme song.